Hey everybody, welcome back to the New Business Bootcamp, day 5 here, and today we're going to be talking about social media. Now, just like with day 2 with blogging, I know that there's a lot of stuff about social media online already, and I'm not going to try and reinvent the wheel here. There are the right ways to do it, and there's the wrong ways to do it. And you'll find out exactly what I mean in a little while in regards to utilizing social media for business and growing your business. That's what we're all about here at chrisducker.com, is starting, marketing, and growing businesses. So we're going to be talking about why you should have a presence everywhere. However, you should only really focus on 1 or 2 social media platforms. And more importantly, we're also going to be talking about looking consistent or having a consistent presence across all those platforms. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I think the slides are going to be able to walk you through exactly what I'm talking about. Enjoy today's training, and I will see you tomorrow where we're going to be talking about creating and marketing ebooks to be able to build your mailing list. It's getting sexy, isn't it? Take good care. All right, everybody, welcome back to the New Business Bootcamp. This is day 5, and today we're going to be talking about how to develop a really strong social media presence, something that you can really utilize to be able to help kind of promote and market and grow your business online, and then obviously offline as well, because social media isn't just about the internet. It's about that social interaction. It's about that viral spreading, that word of mouth marketing, and we're going to go into that right now. If you're enjoying the course so far, that's fantastic to hear. If you want to talk about it a little bit with your friends online, as always, the hashtag New Business Bootcamp. I'd love to be able to hear what you've got to say about it via Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. So please use that hashtag if you're going to be talking about the course in general. All right, so why bother with social media in the first place? That's a question that a lot of existing business owners ask in the first case. Oh, I've already been in business 15 years. My business is doing just fine. I don't think I need to be doing this. What's this Facebook malarkey? That sort of type of thing. And, it's not a, there's no sort of hard and fast or easy approach to social media. You either do it or you don't. And the fact of the matter is that today, with the business landscape being the way it is, if you're not doing it, the chances are your competitors are, therefore you've got to jump on that bandwagon. So we're going to talk about the word of mouth marketing approach of what social media can be and or rather what it can mean to you and your business. And word of mouth marketing is the oldest way of being able to promote and market a product, a service, an event, or whatever the case may be. There's nothing better than hearing about something, nothing more convincing than hearing about how great that juicer or that vacuum cleaner is than hearing it from one of your friends. So it's all about that word of mouth marketing. However, we're doing it now online most of the time as well. There's that real time marketing when something breaks, something happens, that you can react to it immediately via Twitter or Facebook, and then the shareability of what you're talking about in real time is so huge as well. You can be found in multiple places online, which is huge, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in a little while. And that social proof that everybody is looking for now in business is now more important than ever before. Like I said, the chances are your competitors are active in social media already, and obviously because of that fact and because of there's so many people that are utilizing social media. I mean, what is it, like 960 odd million people on Facebook alone? Absolutely crazy. The community potential of growing communities online, regardless of what niche or whatever industry you're in, is absolutely phenomenal. So let's look at actually getting set up right with your social media. The fact of the matter is that you do need to have profiles pretty much everywhere. Okay. However, I suggest you only use 2 of them. Mainly because you can't be everywhere all the time. You can't please all the people all the time. And because of that, you need to make sure that you kind of focus your efforts, I guess is the right way of putting it, in 1 or 2 different areas. At that point, you get the ability to be able to really start to engage with a community in one particular place. They know where to get you, where to find you for questions and things like that. So Be everywhere, as my good friend Pat Flynn always says, but make sure that you only sort of stick to using 2, a maximum of 3 social media profiles so that you can really maximize the time that you spend interacting with your followers and your readers and things like that. Here's the other big one. You've got to make sure that you build a consistent looking online brand. And let me give you a very clear example of what I'm talking about here. This is my Facebook page. As you can see, there's that profile image of me, which looks relatively professional with a jacket and the open shirt there. I have my logo. I've got my kind of brandable colors and things like that on there as well. That's my Facebook page. This is my Twitter page. As you can see, the same image, the same logo, the same colors. It's been branded, it's been tweaked to sort of look very, very similar. All right. And if you look at the two together, no matter where you find me online, whether it's Twitter or whether it's Facebook, which are my social media kind of platforms of choice, no matter where you find me, you know that when you come to either one of those areas or to my blog, that it's the same brand, it's the same person. So that's what I'm talking about in regards to having that kind of consistency across the board. So when we look at social media for business, fact of the matter is this: nobody wants to know what you had for breakfast. Nobody wants to know what you had for lunch or how great your new car is, unless you're obviously a car salesman and you're talking about, how fantastic that new, Prius is. But at the end of the day, there are certain things that you should be kind of tweeting and mentioning on Facebook in regards to business, and certain things that are a complete waste of time, obviously. And what you ate and what you have for your snack and how many push-ups you did in the gym are not one of those sort of types of things. Here's a great tip, and I got this from a very popular blogger. You got to try and become a little bit of a lurker to learn from the guys who are doing well online with social media. By watching what other people are doing, you can pick up some really, really good tips, real time, in the field, so to speak. And then what you can do is, when you've got those rough ideas, you can then outline what your plan of attack is going to be in regards to your social media, and then stick to that overall approach going forward. And another thing that I suggest that you do pretty much from day one is try and create some kind of a time budget so that you don't sort of overextend yourself when spending time on social media. It's very, very easy to get wrapped up, particularly in a place like Facebook with all the bells and the whistles that it has, like images and videos and all that sort of type of stuff. You must sort of try and constrict yourself down to sort of whatever it is, 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day. I spend about 30 minutes a day on my social media personally, and I obviously have my virtual assistants handling other things for me as well. So try not to overextend or kind of overinvest your time too much. And lastly, sort of my big golden tip here is to forget about having one night stands with Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and all those other fantastic sites out there that will help you interact. Instead, go ahead and start using social media to be able to date your prospective clients. Now, when I use this as an example, I mean, if somebody mentions on Twitter that they're in the market for, a new stereo system, and you're a stereo sales, expert, or you deal in stereo systems, don't jump on that that tweet straight away and say, well, we've got a special offer this week, and if you jump on board, here's a link, we'll give you an extra 5% sort of thing. Just mention Twitter, or something like that. That's what I call a one night stand for social media. Instead, go back and ask a question. What kind of stereo equipment are you looking for? How big is the room you're going to be using it in? How long do you want it to last? Is it a short term, long time? Are you going to be, traveling with it? All this sort of types of thing. Get people engaged and asking questions and getting answers. And then naturally, they're going to end up looking to you as a go-to guy. And if you're selling stereo systems, the likelihood is they're going to end up going ahead and actually buy something from you. And we talk about sort of getting good feedback on social media. Here are a couple of tweets. Matthew Ogborn downloaded one of my free ebooks, tweeted about it. Great stuff. Srini Rao over at Blogcast FM had me on his show. Boom, there you go, straight off the bat. I am the man when it comes to all things outsourcing. Great stuff. Here's something on Facebook. A client signed up through my company, Virtual Staff Finder, to find an SEO specialist. He tweeted out saying everything was handled very professionally, that we did a great job. And then here's something else of me after doing a webinar with somebody, Glenn Bridges. He went ahead and then told all of his followers about it on Facebook. These are the sort of types of things that you should be looking to kind of, accept and engage on social media. And it's such a huge platform. It's not rocket science. It doesn't take a lot of time, but as long as you're committed and you work on it on a regular basis, you should be able to pick up this kind of positive press as well. So here are my top 5 social media tips to be able to grow your business utilizing networking online. First up, use a dashboard tool to save a lot of time. You can use tools, things like TweetDeck or Hootsuite, that sort of type of thing. Something where you can update several of your social media profiles all at once, which is just a massive time saver. You want to get to the point of obviously creating and sharing content on a regular basis. So if you think that one, tweet a week is going to cut it, absolutely not. And I mean, with all the noise that goes on with Twitter, for example, you want to be tweeting several times a day. With Facebook, you might just want to, post a status update once a day or once every other day. But make sure that you're creating some really good content and then sharing it on a regular basis so that people see you in their newsfeed all the time. Here's a big one. Ask questions and then engage with people. I ask questions all the time on my Facebook page because I'm genuinely interested to hear what people are doing. So I might say, what's the number one problem you're having in your business right now? And somebody might come back and say, oh, I'm having problems, convincing, a client that I need to increase my cost on them. And then I might give them a little bit of information or feedback, or even better, other members of the community come on board and start talking and helping them out and things like that as well. Next up, fulfill your promises and always over-deliver whenever possible. Perfect example with one of my Kindle books recently. I'm a member of a private mastermind group on Facebook. I promised 30 people that I was going to go ahead and gift that Kindle book to them for free of charge. I got all, I said literally the first 30 people to come along and give me their email addresses will get the book for free. And I ended up actually sending 33 copies of the book out for free. So always fulfill your promises, and that over-delivering is absolutely huge. Makes you look like a real superstar. Everybody loves a superstar. And here's my big one. This is something that I do every single day. Either I do it or my VA does it for me quite regularly. I go to search.twitter.com and I find new leads and prospects for my businesses every single day. All you need to do is just type in your keyword, hit that search button, and boom, you've got lists and lists and lists. Tons of people talking about your industry, your type of product, your service, your niche, whatever the case may be. Engage. Forget about that one night stand. Have some dates. Help people out, and then you can start kind of conversing in that more salesy mindset. So today's action step, very, very simple. Get all of your social media profiles in place. There's those, the big major ones that you need to handle, like Twitter and Facebook and Google Plus and Pinterest and maybe another couple out there. But then end up just focusing on 2. Again, for me, it's Twitter and Facebook. Make sure that you use a professional looking profile photo on all of your channels, and make sure that they're obviously the same photo on every social media profile that you've got set up. And be consistent. Please be consistent. There's nothing worse that I come across online, that different social media profiles that look inconsistent and just as if they've just been thrown together. Doesn't look professional, doesn't look businesslike at all. As always, if you want to go ahead and check out some of the resources, chrisducker.com/resources, the obvious mention of the Facebook page and my Twitter address as well, just in case you want to end up asking any questions or tweeting me real quick. Nice tweets only. Okay, I haven't had a bad one yet. Let's not start that off anytime soon. Thanks very much for your attention today, guys. I will see you tomorrow, where we are going to be discussing creating and marketing our own ebooks online. Believe me, this is big. This is a big one. So I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Take good care till then, and always hit me up on Facebook or Twitter if you want to have a chit chat online. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.